Now, before filming this episode, they asked me 3 questions. 1, do you like heights? Yes. 2, do I like giant laser beams? Yes. And 3, do I want to sit in one? So here I am, about to fire some spaceships out of space. I'm Stefan Powell, and this is Doctor Who Unleashed. Now, where's he gone? In this episode,
Ooh la la.
we'll meet a dancing, vile villain.
He's a sadist for sure.
We'll show you how to bring the spooky stookies to life.
Sticky Barbies want to eat.
Spoiler alert, we've got a sneak peek at the upcoming Christmas special. And we've got exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of that regeneration.
Do you know what I mean? In my pants. What a lovely way to start.
Did you turn up in your pants on day one?
I was wearing pants. Yeah. Just not exclusively so.
Now, we take you to places not many people get to go on this show, and that is very true on this episode because it's a closed set today, right? Which basically means only the bare essential staff are allowed on site, and that is because we're about to see something that has never been seen before in decades of Doctor Who. The Doctor splitting into 2. There's a bit of nervous energy on the set at the moment. Russell's just arrived, and everybody's waiting. They're trying to appear calm, but they're waiting because the 15th Doctor is about to turn up. Everyone seems a bit on edge today. It's like it's a big day, isn't it?
Everyone's a bit nervous, I think.
Yeah.
It's exciting though, it'd be good. But it's a closed set, so hardly anyone can go on, which makes it even more exciting.
Yeah.
I think everyone's a bit nosy, everyone wants to see what's going on.
Yeah, so you feel like you're allowed here?
Yeah.
You're one of the chosen ones?
I am one of the chosen ones.
Everyone's really secretive. They're all kind of hush-hush. They're hiding inside. They're hiding inside like little tents, so we've had to close up quite a lot of stuff. Anywhere that you can find access to seeing a monitor. I'm not supposed to be there.
Yeah, straight
No,
down.
Absolutely no chance of getting in.
You feeling a bit more pressure today?
Yes, a lot of pressure. I can't let no one pass me. Can't let no one go to the tea table.
I know that's sad because you've told me off 2 or 3 times already.
Yeah, sorry about that, but it is what it is.
It's your
my job. Yeah.
Are you going to be miking him?
Yes, well hopefully. Well, we've heard that he's going to just be in his boxers.
All right.
Well, his boxers and a shirt. So if he's got the shirt on, we'll put a mic on him. If not, I don't really know where we're going to put it.
Yeah, maybe not.
So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see.
And right on cue, the 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa. But what is he, or isn't he, wearing? Yeah, that's definitely boxer shorts and a shirt. Dressed for business. And the first thing on the agenda, regeneration. For those of you new to the Whoniverse, regeneration is the way in which the Doctor cheats death. Periodically, the Doctor regenerates into a new body. Their appearance and personality changes, but their memories and values remain the same. The very first regeneration goes all the way back to 1966.
This is the BBC television service.
When there were no colour TVs, no mobile phones, no internet. In fact, we hadn't landed on the moon yet. Not even the Cybermen. At the time, your gran was probably a little girl, and she might well have been hiding behind the sofa watching William Hartnell, the first actor to play the Doctor, regenerate into the second Doctor, played by Patrick Troughton. It's since become a neat way of rebooting the character and the show. The 14th Doctor is about to regenerate, but with a mighty twist. New Doctor Ncuti Gatwa and current Doctor David Tennant are about to undertake something which has never happened before. Bi-generation.
No? Okay.
Cool. Roll sound. Roll camera.
So what is bi-generation? Well, I'll let the man who came up with the concept explain.
Bi-generation, we discover, is an ancient myth of the Time Lords, where instead of a new body taking over from the old body, the new body separates from the old body and both are left alive.
And action.
Bi-generation. It's a new thing. It's the 60th. Imagine how much fans love new things and will really rejoice when this happens.
Could you pull? Can you
What do you mean?
Paul. Actually, I've had this idea for years. I've always wanted, instead of going back and meeting old doctors, I've always wanted the Doctor to talk to his new version.
What?
And for once, we had a situation where I'm in place with the old Doctor and the new Doctor. How could you resist? Actually, why has it never been done before? How can you resist the two of them having an adventure at the same time?
You're me.
No, I'm me. I think I'm really, really me.
It's absolutely joyous, and the two of them together are joyous. Two actors and two characters meeting like that is just makes me smile. It absolutely makes me grin. So it was time to do that.
So bi-generation done. How was it for our two doctors?
This is great, isn't it? This is interesting. It's exciting.
Very excited.
How many times have you had? I mean, I know you've done this before, where doctors swap over, but they're both being in the same scene. Well, that's unheard of.
I know. Unprecedented.
Yeah, it's that way to make an entrance, isn't it, Shooty? Just turn up and do something nobody's ever done ever before.
Do you know what I mean? In my pants. What a lovely way to start.
What's that like?
He looks great in his pants, doesn't he? It's a good place to be.
It's a nice place. It's a hot day. It's going to be a physical one as well. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
it's just athleisure wear.
Yeah. Quite.
Athleisure wear, that's good, yeah.
I like that. Did you turn up in your pants on day one?
I was wearing pants. Yeah, just not exclusively so.
So what's it been like then, sort of working together on this? Because it's such a moment, isn't it?
It's a joy.
It's a joy. And just thank God. Thank God as well, because otherwise it'd be so intimidating. But like, it's nice to join with like the whole gang and have like a scene with all of us in, and also just this vibe is lovely.
Yeah.
Well,
and
it's
David
lovely
is
for
an
me.
incredible actor as well. It's just incredible to bounce off his energy. It's been in my head for ages, and so now that it's like real and he's real in here, and we can like bounce off each other and play, it feels very, very good.
I challenge you to a game.
When Shooty arrived yesterday for his first shot, and there's about 400 people, and we're all sort of standing there going, come on then, off you go.
On your pop.
Yeah. I mean, it's lovely. I guess in some ways it's nice to have everyone, but like the first bit I did for Doctor Who, there was nobody else there. They'd shot their bits months before, and I was doing Billy Piper was a cross of tape on a pillar that I was playing my first scene to. So it's a very different experience.
Yeah.
But you handle it with such charm and energy.
Hooray!
Let's be honest, The Giggle, the third and final episode in the 60th anniversary specials, is the gift that keeps on giving. Not only have we got a new Doctor, not only have we had the first ever bi-generation, we've also got the return of one of the Doctor's most notorious and nefarious baddies.
We meet again, Doctor.
The Toymaker.
The script describes the Toymaker as an elemental force hell-bent on chaos, corruption and carnage. He's also, as we're about to find out, a controversial character.
But before we get into that, let's look at how Russell T Davies came up with the storyline. What was it about the Toymaker that you thought, oh, this is perfect for this story I wanted to tell?
It's quite a complicated history. I'll tell you the whole thing and you can edit it down. But it's like, first of all, I came across Stooky Bill.
Yeah.
I was writing a drama in Manchester called Nolly about Noel Gordon, the soap star, who was the first woman on earth ever to be put on colour television by John Logie Baird. So I read up on John Logie Baird, and then I discovered Stooky Bill. And I literally just sat there and went, well, that's a Doctor Who monster. Look at that.
Hey, Margaret.
In 1924, the TV pioneer John Logie Baird successfully projected a flickering image between prototype television screens. The image was of the head of a ventriloquist's dummy called Stooky Bill.
And then after a while of that, I thought, how long can you sit and watch a puppet being evil on television for? I'm stretching it slightly, and you're going to get big speeches off the puppet. I don't think so. So I literally thought, well, you need a puppet master. And the next thought along from that is Toymaker.
Do you like my puppets, Doctor? Do you like my fun? All of them have played and lost. But here's my favorite one.
The toy maker first appeared in Doctor Who in 1966. This was a different time, when production teams across many TV series would not have appreciated the impact this form of stereotyping would have on the audience.
It is said, and I understand this, there's a history of racism with the original toy maker, the Celestial toy maker. The word Celestial, and I did not know this, but the word Celestial can mean of Chinese origin in a derogatory way. I didn't know. Yeah, it also means from the sky, yeah, but it can also mean Chinese, and in a kind of imperial way, in a British Empire sort of way. And you know, there's a lot of debate like why was the original toy maker, who was a white man, dressed up as a Chinese Mandarin? Why? And that's not the actor's fault. I'm not blaming the actor at all. He was just implied. I don't know how much of that was unconscious at the time, nonetheless.
Today, we live in a diverse society where cultural appropriation is not acceptable. So the 2023 toy maker is a white character portrayed by a white actor. However, as a way of signalling his pure evil and in acknowledgement of his past, Russell's toy maker still has a clear and deliberate racist aspect.
But I think you have to do it because I can absolutely guarantee you on transmission, people will pipe up saying in 1966 this was a racist character. And if we haven't acknowledged that in some way, we're ignorant. I'm very, very aware of it. And it's baked into him. And that's part of the reason I'm bringing it back. I find he's a villain. Of course he's going to do terrible things, and that's one of them. I did not want to whitewash the toy maker then, so I gave him this side of putting on accents.
Ah, Tona Noble. I wondered which one of you had the balls.
He's a murderer. He's a mass murderer. So I like the fact there's that very slight thin thread of him playing with race, playing with voices, playing with accents, using it as an attack.
And I do apologize for the rain outside. You must be used to sunnier climes.
I was born in Cheltenham.
The dastardly toy maker is played by the multi-award-winning American star Neil Patrick Harris.
Come and see, yeah? The show is just beginning. Worldwide premiere!
Famous for roles such as Count Olaf in a series of unfortunate events, Barney Stinson in How I Met Your Mother, and Hedwig in the original Broadway production of Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Neil Patrick Harris was brilliant to work with because, of course, the role of the toy maker plays to his strengths because he's a showman.
Bizarrely, I didn't think of Neil Patrick Harris when I was writing it, which is really very strange now because he loves magic, he can shuffle, he is a puppeteer.
Did you like it?
It was Phil Collison, our producer, who pointed this out.
You know, he's a most fabulous actor. He's a magician. He can sing, he can dance. I mean, he can do everything. Neil is amazing, an amazing performer.
We offered him this part tonight. We all kind of held our breaths thinking, does he need to do this? He doesn't need to do this. Will he like it? And he loved it. He got it straight away.
What a game we are playing. What a wonderful, wonderful game.
I just sat and read the whole thing straight through. And I closed the script. I thought, oh, I have to do this. I'm gonna have to go to Wales and do this amazing thing.
Coming into the warm, it is raining, is it not?
The accent alone is crazy, but written like Z-E-E and G-thinking. And so not only did I have to learn the lines, but then I needed to learn exactly how he wanted that to be said.
Yeah. The ball is the first game ever being invented.
But juggling while giving a monologue, while throwing balls that are sometimes real and sometimes VFX, and then throwing them at David Tennant's face and trying not to hit the poor man.
Tona Noble, this is for you.
And then another scene is like marionettes. A whole marionette show with different props and accents and character voices. And then in the afternoon, magic card shuffling while British accent monologue to David at the table. It was just been like...
Nice and straightforward.
It's been Hail Mary sucker punches of acting.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the show, so
yeah. Are you actually the toy maker?
I might be a little bit of toy maker. Okay. If only I had that depth and I could just control everyone. That would, at least my kids, that would be so helpful.
That would be helpful, yeah.
Still to come on Doctor Who Unleashed. Spoiler alert, we've got a juicy, world-exclusive cut from the upcoming Doctor Who Christmas special. But first, this.
1, go.
We've just been on a deep dive into the sinister world of the Toymaker. But where would he be without his army of toys doing his bidding? We're going to take you behind the scenes to show you how these creepy creatures are brought to life. It's the 10th of June 2022, and on stages 4 and 5, we're about to begin shooting the sequence where Donna Noble, played by Catherine Tate, gets attacked by the puppets Stooky Sue and her 3 wee babbies.
If we're very, very quiet, we're very, very lucky that we can see in their natural habitat the lesser spotted leotard people. You see, we've got a colony of them there.
These lesser-spotted leotard people are in fact the puppeteers, and the leader of the tribe is Brian Fisher.
When you're puppeteering in camera is a very special thing, because when you are a 5'9" puppeteer and your puppet is only maybe 1.5 feet tall and you have 3 or 4 people around the puppet, you have to get rid of us somehow, which is a big problem for VFX. So we sometimes wear dark clothes so that we can disappear into the shadows essentially, and they can do some cleanup work. On this one, we ended up using a lot of skin-tight black suits.
When it comes to the edit, the skin-tight suits allow the editors to cut around the puppeteers, replace them with a background set, and then make them disappear like they've never ever been there. The tighter the suits, the easier it is for the editors to cut in clean lines, though this does present challenges for Brian and his team.
Now, wearing skin-tight black suits is always a special experience for everyone involved. All I can say is that if you've had a burger, you can see a burger. If you've had corn, you can see corn. It's not nice, and I apologize to everyone.
But why does it take so many people to operate one puppet?
You need to start breaking down every movement. So that's 3 people, 1 person controlling the head and the body, 1 person controlling an arm or 2 arms, or an arm and a leg, and then another person controlling either one of the arms or an arm and a leg. So you have 3 people controlling the body. However, she also looks around and she speaks. So that's a 4th person we need, moving her mouth, speaking, and moving her eyes as she's looking around.
He won't come home to me because they burnt him on TV.
I was so thrilled actually to meet people who make a living being puppeteers. I just think that's the most beautiful thing to do. And it wasn't a job that I imagined existed, but there you go, it does, and they're amazing. And then, of course, when you see a really good puppeteer, it's the most extraordinary transformation, because they sort of become one with this little thing. Puppets are creepy as well.
Yeah, the attic scene with the Stooky babies. Creepy. I mean, extraordinary. Sort of really cute, but then very odd. Babies being sort of hoisted down on my shoulder and attacking me, and then having to really kick one into the wall, which goes counter to your instincts about small humans. Although they are puppets, but... Then Brian had said that the set would break before the Stooky babbies would. And the set broke.
Anything to add? Babbies?
Okay, confession time. I'm really scared of puppets. I hate them. So, to show my commitment to Doctor Who Unleashed and to you Whovians out there, I have agreed, frankly against my will, to do some work experience with Brian and his team. Wish me luck. There she is.
There she is. Do you recognize her?
Yeah, hello, Amy.
Oh.
Wow, so detailed. Hello. Don't know why I'm talking as if it's a child. As if it's an animal.
That's lovely, though, because that's do you know, that's the thing about puppets, and that's why I'm really glad that they decided to actually use real puppets, is that as soon as you have a puppet in front of you, so many people naturally start reacting to it.
Yeah.
They have visceral reactions, and One of the unfortunate things is that I try not to scare people with puppets because so many people are scared of things that are inanimate that come to life.
Yeah. She's quite sinister, isn't she?
Do you want to actually hold? Go on.
Yeah.
Go on, you're fine.
This has got me tangling this up written all over it.
So, if you want to hold this...
Yeah.
That's exactly correct. You're exactly correct. So hold it with just that hand.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do.
Okay.
That you're going to get those feet down onto the ground. Exactly, and you find that little balance point. So you try and find the world in which she's stood on her feet and has a little bit of bend in her knee, but she's not floating. Exactly, and then from there you have loads of different controls.
Yeah.
If you want to make her walk, then you've got this little thing, which we made.
Okay, it's like a magnet.
Correct. And then each one of those, so if you lift that side up, you'll lift that leg up. And then in order to walk, you'll lift the right leg up.
Yeah.
And then transition your body forward with this hand.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. And then you lift and transition forward. That's really good. And then you're always trying to keep that balance of keeping the feet on the ground, lift, move, and stand.
This has made me realise the Thunderbirds must have been an absolute nightmare.
Real nightmare. But there is something very special about puppetry. That means that not only you're working together as a team, so you're having to listen to each other, you're always having to focus on the things around you, but you also have to be receptive to what the puppet is doing and how the puppet moves. That natural rhythm, that natural focus that you're putting into it really puts you into a heightened sense of awareness almost. It's like you can hear more things, it's like you can feel more things, and that's where you start dealing with the actual psychology behind puppets, which is, are you puppeteering the puppet, or are you listening to what the puppet wants to do?
Oh, we're getting deep. We're getting deep now, Brian.
You have to. You have to.
Getting
with
deep
puppetry,
now.
I always do. I always do.
Oh no, they're freaky. No, I don't like it.
What's there not to like?
Oh,
this
they're so
this
terrifying.
is Bambi. What? It's Mama.
Mama.
Oh.
I don't like
it. Oh. Is that Mama?
Mama.
Oh, that's Mama there, is it?
It's so terrifying in real life. It's really creepy, actually. I know they're puppets as well, but you don't need to walk closer to me. Actually, you're fine there.
It's Bambi that once. Bambi once. Do you want to hold?
Do I want to hold it, Brian?
Just support the head. There you go. There it is.
Hiya, Bach. Is it okay?
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, she's fine.
Hungry.
No.
Hungry, Stefan.
Yeah, no, you can.
Well, what's awful is that we also don't just. Do you see how you're handing it as well?
Yeah, I know. Just
it's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, because it feels.
You know it's a puppet.
no, I don't actually. I don't think it's. I don't know if it's a puppet. I don't know what's real anymore. And Stooky seriously keeps staring at me like, look at the sadness in her eyes. No, I don't like it.
Do you want to have a little go on the actual?
Oh, we should.
Oh,
we should.
Yeah.
We should.
How do you can hold it in either hand, so you hold it in your right hand, and then your fingers on this.
Okay.
Nice and gentle. You'll feel the end. I mean, it's obvious. Don't go much past there, really. And then just this dial, right with that.
So let's see if I can. Welcome to Doctor Who Unleashed. I am a very creepy child. The end is very simple, actually. It's not much of a tease. It means David is parked. David is living. For once, we've got a happy Doctor who is no longer saving the universe. But that's parked with Donna for a happy life.
Yeah, I suppose the Doctor will settle into being a honorary member of the Mott Noble Temple clan. And we'll see how his days drinking tea and trying to stop Wilfred shooting the moles, I suppose.
While the Doctor, which is always the next Doctor, and that's always true of Doctor Who, the Doctor is the next Doctor, is out amongst the stars, he's flying off, he's going to have a companion, he's going to be there on Christmas Day, it's going to be very exciting, I'm going to say goblins, and enormous fun to come.
Next time.
He's the Goblin King, yes, the Goblin King. He's not a myth, he's an actual thing. Here's the king, here's the king, here's the king, here's the king goblin.
The return of the Doctor Who Christmas special.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Doctor Who YouTube channel.